Thank you very much for the very kind introduction. I should put in a correction. Actually, I'm no longer the Dean Chair Professor. I used to be the inaugural chair, but then I've since been superannuated, and I'm now an honorary professor at IISc. Let me share a file quickly so that I can use this opportunity to just a moment. Give me a moment. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes, sir, it is visible. Please go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm going to talk to you about today is doing science here and now. It's going to be a bit open-ended and certain thoughts that have been coming to my mind and while practicing science for the last 50 years, in which I've been accompanied by my very dear friend, Professor Sarma. So before I start giving this talk, let me point out that this talk is dedicated and also inspired by articles, and it's been a wonderful journey later for many decades. As you all know, articles actually doesn't look so serious most of the time. It's full of fun, and there's a way we always remember articles, and I'll come back to it at that time. But it's always been a really thought-provoking interaction and engaging with articles. We try the benefit of these research talks that I'm going to give you now, doing science here and now, actually has a lot of places in the discussion right now. It's been very wonderful to see because I was dealing the area. I'm not a specialist in this, so I made use of extensively AI, and I should acknowledge that. And Dr. Global Krishna already pointed out that this is transforming us has come from the presentation that I'm going to make. The Indian science seems to be growing at a very healthy pace. There are data, little sparse. I've put the data for the last 1.5 decades or so, and it's a number of scientists and technologists increase in research from millions of our population. And you can see there's a very healthy growth of this population. And this growth, of course, has been possible because there is investment in science consistently. In this particular plot, what I'm showing you is along the x-axis, we have the investment in terms of technology as measured by the DST and CSIR actual investment in science that is available in the public domain. There are other investments, of course, in science and technology. Is not the only instrument, but that is the instrument that plays the most important role in practicing science the way I know and most of my friends and colleagues know. And also because Ashutosh himself masterminded in here for several years, and it's one of the most major contributing scientific research, so I thought that's a good marker to use for this. And on the y-axis, what I'm plotting is the number of PhDs produced in India. And you can see almost a linear growth that is, as we invest more in this science, more number of the human resource in the higher education goes almost proportionately linear. And that's why you need to think about doing this investment. If the investment goes down, the human resources go down, and that impacts our ability to grow because also the human resource development and higher education contribute very significantly into the growth of the city. In fact, they are hand in hand. The DST and SPSD interest also depends on the city, which has been growing as historical data shows from the peak period 2005 to the last 2 decades, very consistent to the years and significantly growing, putting India in a very powerful position in the world economic rank. So if we try to understand, this is the DST SPSD's actual investment during the period. No, this is a budget estimate, the amount that is allocated at the beginning of the financial year, which has been growing pretty steady. The particular thing that is shown in the figure, transparency, where the number of each is ready to be steady and aided by the fact that it is investment. And I have also marked in this where articles here, DST, getting from 15 to 2021, and you can see a steep increase in the public education during this year. Which really aided in growing science, also human development, and also other parameters related you see in terms of patent application form, this kind of research was also used. This comes from the GDP increase, as I was mentioning, GDP has been growing very steadily over the years, and you can see I was in the little now 1990, because I planned this talk at a later time after having combined more data, but 2005 onward you can see some of the dense data of GDP growth, which accompany the fact that you have more allocation. So as a percentage of the GDP, if we want to look at how the budget allocation of DSC plus SPF put together on the research, most of the research that we are reporting, you can see over the years during this period, it has been roughly constant, so the actual amount grew, but as a fraction of GDP, it remained more or less constant. Once again, there is a period of not DSC and SPF very good. But how much do we actually spend? And this is a question that's been bothering me, whether as a community of scientists and technologists, researchers, we have lost the ability to actually spend. So the amount that I showed was the budget allocation, but if you look at the end of the year, how much we ended up spending in each of these institutions, you'll find that of late we have been having a decrease in the actual expenditure. And what does it imply? The steep increase in your one that we saw in budget allocation was actually spending less. And if we now look at as a fraction of the GDP, how much we are actually spending, we will notice that we have a steep decrease of spending in science and technology in terms of research, PhD, and other instruments. Does it imply that these scientists are failing the country somehow? We are able to spend in science and technology, research going on? Because this will have a very serious implication, and maybe you can see the reflection of that point in the year. The number of PhDs that we have produced, if you stop it as a number of years, and all the top years, the actual expenditure of DSC and HRD together, you can see that number is going down from 2021, and also it mimics the investment in science as they get to the DSC and HRD actual spending. Why do you wonder over these big matters? Because of time, I would like to take this opportunity to wish after many more years of smile, laughter, good health, and so-called happiness from engaging in science, as you do so well, and look forward to beautiful companionship, friendship, for the years ahead. Thank you.